You look lost, my little lamb. Are you in need of assistance? No need to get startled now. I simply wish to help. Somehow, you look oddly familiar. But I do not believe I've had the pleasure of being introduced to you yet. A gorgeous being as yourself would not be so easily forgotten. Thinking about it, did you not arrive with one of the younger vampires? I remembered noticing the two of you together earlier. I must admit, I was a bit envious. I had no idea that a youngling had such charming connections. Why so flustered, my little lamb? One would think you'd be accustomed to showers of compliments, with such a lovely face and figure. Even this pretty costume of yours cannot obscure such graceful features. It would be quite the waste not to remind you how breathtaking you look every minute of the day, dear. If I were given the chance, I would. Oh my, I seem to have misplaced my manners. How improper of me. I promise you, I'm not usually such a flirt, but you seem to have an interesting effect on me. The name is Lucia, and the pleasure is all mine. Seeing as your date isn't here at the moment, would you allow me the satisfaction of sharing a dance with you? Come on, my little lamb, there's no harm in it. Your date, wherever they may be, can wait another moment. Don't you agree? They left you alone after all. And you must have come here to have fun, did you not? Well then, let us have some, my dear. I am certain we won't upset anyone with a quick dance. That's what I hoped for. Please, take my arm and allow me to guide you. How are you enjoying your time here so far? You seemed a bit breathless when I approached you. Your heart was beating much quicker than usual. Did one of these guests frighten you? I could see why they would take interest in such an enchanting being as yourself. Or was it my presence, perhaps? The mere sight of me making you lose your composure? It is rare to see a human at events like these. Oh, it was obvious. Every motion of yours, as elegant as it was, made it clear to me. Every breath you took, the fluttering in your chest, the scent of adrenaline. And right now, I can even smell the humanity on you. The life. Did you truly think you could fool one of the oldest vampires in human history? Oh, but do not worry, my little lamb. I mean no harm. As long as you're with me, nobody else would even dare as much as lay a finger on you. Unlike humans, vampires respect their elders. They have no choice, since a higher age means more strength, generally speaking, and that, paired with more time to learn how to fight, leaves no room for disrespect. Does that intimidate you, dear? Knowing you're sharing a dance with one of the strongest vampires still alive? Or does it make you feel safe? Knowing none of the hungry beasts around us could ever reach you, as long as you're by my side. Your data may have promised you to keep you safe, but if anything were to happen, such a young vampire would barely be able to keep up with anyone here, especially not everyone at once. Me, on the other hand, I can offer you protection wherever you go. But surely your relationship must go deeper than that, deeper than money, pleasure, or protection. All of these things can be provided by near every guest here today, and you do not seem like the type that is simply after the money. But perhaps the two of you simply came here as friends, or worse, to invoke the jealousy of another guest. It makes sense that somebody would want to take a person as lovely as you to get another vampire envious, my dear. But there's more to you. I can tell. The look in your eyes, the movement of your body, every elegant step you take whilst you dance with me, the way your hands rest in mine, warm and gentle, the way it feels as though our bodies are intertwined with one another. There is more to you than a pretty face, isn't there, my little lamb? Such grace is not simply earned by looking aesthetically pleasing, and such gentleness like yours is a skill to master. I can see what the vampire must like about you. Such kind, warm eyes, such a humane aura, and such an inviting smile. You must be a beacon of hope, my dear. A reminder that there is still good in the world, that not everything is dark and forsaken. Having lived for such a long time, that is all too easy to forget. What a delightful dance partner you are, my little lamb, and even more enjoyable to converse with. How about we leave this ponderous ballroom behind, and I show you around the castle? You must surely be curious of the venue you have been invited to, and who better to show you around than the host? Yes, that would be me. This castle was once built for my great-grandfather, a grand king back in his days, but nowadays most records of him have been lost. All that remains are these walls and an old painting that began to crumble a few hundred years ago. But enough of the past, dear. I much prefer to enjoy your company in the present moment. Now tell me, do you wish to get a personal tour of the castle rooms? There are a few secrets not even any of the servants know about. You look intrigued, my dear. I shall take that as a yes. Follow me then. Let us begin with the library on the bottom floor. Right this way, my little lamb. It is just down this corridor. Here we are. Step right in, dear. After you. Oh, no need to get frightened now. The quicker your little heart is beating, the more difficult it is for me to hold myself back. You can see it in my eyes, can't you? The change, the longing. To be truthful, I did lure you into a trap. It almost seemed like fate to get you all to myself once that little imp left your side. Having lived as long as I have, you too would have stopped believing in miracles. Being alone with you now, truly being able to take in all your sweetest notes. Can you see what you're doing to me? The way my eyes changed at the mere thought of having you. The intoxicating smell of yours is making me lose my mind. I need to have you, taste you, feel you. Do yourself a favor, my lamb, and stay still. Don't even think of fighting back. You surely know how predators get triggered by quick movements and the smell of fear. There would be no promise of you even staying alive, dear. No promise of what I might do to you. I've been holding back this primal side of mine for far too long. And you trigger every single one of my senses in a way I have never experienced before. Looks like you have nowhere to run now, even if you tried. And trust me, you wouldn't get far anyways. I would tear you apart before you even reached the next shelf over. So, be good for me. Stay nice and still. There's no need to stay quiet, but I preferred if you did not scream. My ears are quite sensitive, and I tend to get irritated easily. Anything else, though, that is up to you. Composure. It would be a shame if this were to be our last ever interaction. What lovely, soft skin you have. It almost feels like an invitation. Feeling your veins pulsing against it. Feeling your body pressed against mine. Forgive me, my dear. How is it possible for you to taste even better than you smell? Oh, goodness. This will not be easy for me, having to hold back like this. Fuck. I have to stop. Oh, fuck. Keep holding still for me. Just like that. damn it. You're just so good. But I have to stop myself. Enough. I apologize, my little lamb. You made me lose every ounce of my composure for a minute. How very unusual of me. Are you feeling alright? Come on, lay down on the couch for a moment. Get your circulation back to normal. I've got you, dear. I would like to say a very special thank you to all my Patreon supporters. Thank you, Notorious Thief, Dr. Green, Northerner94, Reginald Potts, Knox Lamine, Dan Getting Fan, Connor, Dilly, We Chillin', Jay, Crimson Knight, Robert Henshaw, Kent, Relis Quilo, Derahaija, Older Mind, Ahab, Nakeem, Cameron Seabolt, Shadow Misaki, Northside Shorty, Kent, XGN Cartoons, and Shadow Knight Dark. Thank you very much.